One birthday, I wanted a handheld video game system. My family told me they couldn't afford it and that they bought me cowboy boots instead. They were kidding, but I ended up getting upset about not getting the cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots.
This is interesting because it does scream Josh.
I was going to say, I don't want to say Josh back-to-back stories, but who'd be stoked about getting cowboy boots?
Let me ask you this, gentlemen, and think about this. Who is really into their footwear? Abstract footwear, if you will.
Josh.
No.
Jay.
I don't know anybody else that wears red Timberlands.
That's true.
Mr. Oakerson.
Oh, listen, that's a fair argument, but I will say, with what you were saying, why I said Josh. Josh goes on some weird Chinese website and orders shoes nonstop all week long, tens of pairs of this point of shoes, just so when we stop on a corner together, black people will go, I see you, dude.
Yep. Yep.
And he pays $50 for $7,000 pairs of shoes.
They're more expensive than that, but it's the real shoe. I don't know why anybody's buying real shoes from Nike. Just buy the fucking Chinese Temu shoes. They rule.
I mean, he's telling you again right now that it's him. Am I crazy? But it's too on the nose.
Sounds like a Jay thing. Video game
Philly's
system.
not looking for cowboy boots, so I'm taking Foley and me out of it.
Jay loves video games.
He does.
Yes, he does.
He also likes cowboy boots.
I do not. I've never worn cowboy boots.
Family said I couldn't afford it, but they could afford it. It was a prank. So,
But believable. So who are the poors in the group?
Yeah.
I think everyone here except for Josh grew up pretty poor, right? Did you grow up poor, Josh?
Poor, yeah.
You have rich kid energy.
Foley
no
poor?
offense.
I mean, we
I
can
had rich
afford
friends.
cowboy boots.
Scream rich kid.
I had rich friends. But
Cowboy boots are also very expensive.
It's a real.
I own a pair of cowboy boots. They were like $380.
If you were
Yo, no, I know-
if you were a poor Irish kid, a pair of cowboy boots
That would be
would
insane.
be all right.
Oh, that would be
No,
all
it would
right.
not. It would not. I don't want.
I will say it too. I went to Allen's Boots. I always go when I do Moon Tower. In Austin, we always get like a piece of like something from there for our country western outfits.
You do wear cowboy boots.
And I go-
You just lied and said.
No, I'm not lying.
You lied and said you've never worn cowboy
I've never
boots. I've
worn
seen
them.
you wear cowboy boots at Moon Tower.
No, you haven't. You've seen me wear a country western
cowboy
shirt,
hat.
cowboy hat. But
Yeah,
the
whatever.
boots is always the thing I hold out for because I go, for a gag thing that I'm going to wear once, Lewis is right. They cost like $400. The ones you go, these are funny, but I'll rock these tonight, are fucking $500
You'd be
fucking
lucky
dollars
if you
to
could
start.
find a pair of cowboy boots in Texas for under $250. They're crazy expensive.
100. He's not wrong at all, and I'm telling you. But my parents could not afford that.
You know
but
what?
I also
They
didn't want
couldn't.
cowboy boots in the middle of fucking Philadelphia. I would have been laughed out of school by those black kids.
But again, and no disrespect to you, even though you grew up in certain financial situations, the trashy thing to do is always when the poor family would buy something like a Game Boy, right? They couldn't pay the heat or something like that, but they would get him a game system.
Sure.
What year did the Game Boy?
Game Boy was huge.
I mean, there's been handheld systems.
Were we all
throughout-
alive for Game Boy?
Oh, yeah,
No,
that's
but
right. Handheld.
But Game Boy's the first, and a Game Boy was right in my pocket.
But
for
who
sure.
wouldn't say Game Boy? Who would say
Well, they might have. They didn't
handheld
want to. Maybe they didn't want to
video
age
game
us.
Could have been an
system?
NSYNC.
That's true.
You're
That
a
could
thing.
age. That could age us
Young age.
for sure.
I'm gonna get the voting started. I think Foley. He's playing a fucking game here right
Yeah.
now, and he's been playing it hard. The
No, but I
whole
don't know
time.
cowboy boots.
I looked at his energy.
I
before.
saw you looked at me before she asked that question, and you looked like you wanted to beat me up.
Dude, I think it's Foley. I don't know why. I'm having a fucking. I'm just going with my gut right now.
Yeah,
I respect
I've been wrong
that.
all the time. I'm going Josh Adam Meyers. He sounds like he likes
Fuck,
business.
man.
This is
between
serious business.
Jay and Foley, man.
But now it's your
going
to win the
Josh
game. You need to
Adam
persuade us that
motherfucking
it's Foley.
Meyers.
You need to persuade
Jay.
me that it's Foley because
What are you going, Josh?
I don't know,
'Cause he's getting
man.
points.
I,
He's
now
getting
I
points
want to
here.
keep the streak, but
He's getting
I feel like I'm
points
going
here.
to break it on this one. Fuck, I think it's you, Jay. I just...
follow your gut, bro. You haven't been wrong.
Go with your gut, bro.
I'm going jam. I'm going the jam. Oh, the little smirk on Jay's face.
Thank
Fuck,
you, sir.
it's Jay.
The final answers are in. Guys, break our hearts and tell
Damn.
Josh he is not pitching a perfect game.
Sorry, Josh. That was Big Jay Oakerson.
Fuck! I knew it! Fuck, I
was
knew
Jay.
it! I knew it! I
Thank
fucking
you.
knew it! God damn it!
Fucking bastard.
Guys, should have gone my first instinct. That's on
Jay
me.
cleaned up
No.
just now. Oh
I
my
wanted you
god.
to keep your streak so much. I was like, sure. When you said me, I'm like, Sure.
Did
vote
you lie to me
dude.
about the cowboy boots?
Yes.
Damn it.
No. Oh, no. You've never seen me. I've never worn a pair ever in my life.
Wow. That was pretty goddamn good.
So no, the story is, my mom started dating my step pop. They met at a club. I'm pretty sure they fucked the first night. But also that same night, a guy broke into our house who my mom went on a date with once, and there was a whole thing. Either way, I thought my step pop was the coolest motherfucker. He lifted weights. He was like jacked. I thought he was the coolest dude in the world, and he had a pair of cowboy boots, which I always thought was cool on him, and I thought would be good on me. And then they told me, I was like, I want a Game Boy for my birthday, Nintendo Game Boy. They said, we can't get that, or I go, we'll see what we can do. And then like a week before my birthday, they started hyping me up. They go, we couldn't get you a Game Boy, but we got you cowboy boots because we know you like Joe's cowboy boots. And then I was like, man, I wanted a Game Boy. And then started for the week to get super into the idea of these cowboy boots. I'm like, I'm going to look like Joe, and Joe's jacked and cool. And I'm going to wear cowboy boots. And then and the day of, they gave me a box wrapped that was clearly a shoebox. And I opened the shoebox, and the Game Boy was in there. And a part of me was like, oh, Nee, you got me the Game Boy. He goes, you guys took the cowboy boots out of the box to put the Game Boy in here? There was no cowboy boots. I was like, oh, man, I thought I was going to become a cowboy boots guy.
Well, Jay, you were a fat kid, so they were just regular boots. They were a cowboy boots.